The CW has been putting out so many bad shows lately. The only reason why you'd actually want to watch their series now is because you want something to laugh at, and Naomi has done terribly for the CW. People aren't showing up to watch it, its numbers are still declining, and clearly there are reasons why it is their worst superhero show yet. And I've covered the numbers over the past few weeks since its launch, but I wanted to talk about them yet again because the show continues to see its viewership numbers crash. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or supporting the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. It says executive producer and creator Ava DuVernay continues to see viewership for her The CW show Naomi crash week after week, with the show's 7th episode posting the worst ratings and viewership so far. At first, when we heard that they were going to be making Naomi into a CW show, I was very skeptical. I personally didn't think that it was going to go very well. Naomi isn't some older, well-established character. She's pretty new in the grand scheme of things. Does she deserve her own TV show? Probably not. She's pretty boring, she's pretty average, and she's pretty mediocre. And then we heard from the executive producer that this series was going to be focused on pushing narratives and agendas. It was supposed to be about identity politics, and any excitement that I feel I had seen on social media kind of died out for this. And then it launched and it did very, very terribly. It was the worst debut for a CW show yet. It says, as you can see in the chart above, the show lost over 10% of its viewership from episode 6, and its ratings declined by 40%. I do not know how low this show can go because it didn't start with very good numbers. As you can see, the viewership for the first episode, first season, were barely over 800,000 viewers, and then it declined by 10%, went down by 19% from episodes 2 to 3, 3 to 4 was 13%, and then it didn't really drop that much. It went from 507 to 479 to 477, and then from episodes, as you can see, 6 to 7, it dropped by 10%. And the demographic change was over 40%. I wish I could say that I was surprised, and oh my gosh, how could this happen? This show has something good about it, because you guys know I like to be a positive Polly. I like to find positive things in situations. I try to give shows a chance, even if I don't think I'm gonna like them. I try to watch movies I know I'm probably going to hate, and I'm going to waste the 3 hours of my life consuming these products, yet Naomi had absolutely nothing going for it. It says, overall, the show has seen its viewership decline by 373,000 individuals. That's 46.5%, very close to half the premiere's total viewership. And again, the premiere viewership for this series wasn't even good. It didn't even break 1 million viewers, and all of the other CW shows had. A lot of them did start out good. The Flash started good, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow. There were shows that didn't launch well, like Batwoman, but those still got millions of viewers. People still gave those a chance, and this show, it doesn't seem like anyone was very excited for. If we go on over to Rotten Tomatoes, as you can see, the critic score for this series is really, really good. It's sitting at a 90% critic score, which is absolutely insane in my opinion. But the audience score is actually a little bit higher than I expected it to be. It's sitting at a 67% average audience score. But while there are some more positive reviews here, there is a lot of negative ones. Somebody gave it half a star. Boring. Don't even begin to describe it. Nothing seems to happen ever. The characters are shallow and seems to exist just to validate Naomi. There's no conflict, no drama, avoid. I'm being nice giving it half star. What an absolute piece of garbage. I can't believe this is a DC product. I really tried because I love DC Comics, but this was so bad. Some of the more positive reviews say things like, I can't understand why some reviewers are saying the show is boring. I love it, and I'm not even part of the young demographic this show is aimed at. That's a problem, is that this show is aimed at a younger demographic, yet the younger demographic isn't showing up to watch it. The only people that are showing up to watch it are people who have watched the other CW shows like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Batwoman. None of these younger people that they wanted this show to appeal to care about it. Somebody said, love this show. It requires me to anticipate the mysterious B-plot that is slowly being revealed. This ties together with the show's slogan, don't believe everything you see. I'm excited because we viewers might soon find out that Naomi's world is not at all what we thought it was. That's, in my opinion, not a very good review. If I read that, I wouldn't expect a 5-star slapped on it. But people are saying things like the dialogue alone is hard to listen to. It's like a child who is pretending to be a teen who wrote the scripts. Another miss for DC. And this is a big reason why the CW is not doing so good right now. And this is probably a big reason why the CW is for sale. I've talked about this in other videos before, but I think that this is rich. They keep putting out garbage content like Naomi, and they wonder, wow, why is our network doing so bad? Why have all of our shows recently failed? It's because they're putting out series like Naomi. They could have gone in a better direction, but they decided not to. This was from January. It says the CW, the television network jointly owned by Viacom CBS and Warner Media, is up for sale following the network's embrace of wokeness and nearly all of their shows' ratings and viewership plummeting. You'd think they'd actually see that people don't want this type of garbage and they'd actually change their format. They'd rethink creating these dumpster fires, but they don't. It's like they want to lose money. And it is a shame because I did like a lot of the CW shows in the past. I was a big fan of the Arrow and the Flash. I wanted those shows to continue going in good directions, but they didn't. And it's no surprise to see Naomi is an absolute failure at the end of this season. When all of the episodes have come out, I will probably talk about it one more time because I'm sure the numbers are going to get even worse. I think that it's hilarious. They're not listening to their consumers and they're wondering why their shows are failing. It's no surprise to me. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.